or if the controls weren't so bad. Yes! No! Fuck nozzle!
Doesn't count for the tally either.
Okay, first of all, I am forced to play this.
To quote Matt in his first Quick Crack Reviews commentary, well, okay.
Secondly, why couldn't you just land on the platform and then jump and try to get that ring again after you've landed the platform? Keep trying until you got it. Why couldn't you do that?
I don't know either, but I have a theory that even if Genju lands on the platform, he will still die. Remember in an earlier point that Genju said that the collision detection sucks? Well, I have a feeling that even if Tails lands on the platform, there is a chance that he will still fall into the water or worse, fall out of the water and into the unfinished boundaries of the game.
This guy is unfucking believable.
Now look at this! Sonic outruns this orca, jumps on flying pieces of wood,
Okay, you can't deny that looks awesome.
jumps on the orca's fin,
I think you meant cling onto the orca's fin. You can't jump onto an orca's fin.
and now logically, you'd assume that Jackie Chan's gonna jump to that nearby island.
Why are you comparing Sonic to Jackie Chan? Or you not being Ryan?
That's just impossible! I mean, think about it!
You could clearly see that Sonic is facing in that direction and the island is over here. So if Sonic was to jump off the orca, he would land over there into the water where he'll drown. So how will he land on the island when he's facing in the wrong direction? Explain!
You want Genju to explain? Okay, I'll try and explain for him. If the orca makes a U-turn, then presto, Sonic's on the island. Simple as that. Now, I know you're probably thinking that he meant Sonic can't land on the island on the pause frame Genju showed. That is true, but I still felt like bringing it up. And for those who saw Tom's commentary on Genju's revised review and say that the island's too far, well, the orca can swim close to the island, unless of course it's another glitched platform or protected by an invisible wall.
It can't! It just can't!
If you put your mind into something long enough, yes it can.
But no, instead, he clings onto the fin like a fighting cat.
Wait, fighting cat?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Sorry for playing that clip, it's just, Game Dude, you can't just throw in random words you created without enough meaning to them, unless they're related to swears. Roll down you're not, Game Dude. Roll down you're not.
And now Tails has to save him. It's the lamest excuse to force you to play as Tails, who should have been following my ass to begin with.
Hey, the characters appeared out of nowhere in Shadow the Hedgehog and nobody's complaining about that.
I can't believe that I'm using another line from the other Ryan, but the reason no one complained about the characters appearing out of nowhere in Shadow the Hedgehog is because they weren't playable.
Okay, why is there even a gate here? Am I in a fucking aquarium? And why was it left open to begin with? Now look at that! It doesn't even fully close! Why doesn't the stupid orca just swim underneath?
A point for Oliver and Tom, it can't. Sure, it looks like the orca can swim under the gate, but its fin is blocking the gap between the gate and the ocean floor.
Nothing makes any logical sense.
Okay, you don't need logic in video games.
Where is the logic in that? I need logic in my video game.
Okay, I have no problem with you using that Shadowblade XA clip as a joke. Yes, I know his name, but the way you use a clip of him saying, I need logic in my video game. I'm sorry, even if it was a joke, it kinda felt to me you contradicted yourself on the whole, you don't need logic in video games thing.
How does Sonic know the orca was trying to escape?
When do you bring up the fact that Sonic was trying to help the orca escape its prison? All I heard you say is bringing up the fact that he's running away from the orca.
Why did the orca try to escape the second Sonic jumped on its fin?
First off, not even a few seconds ago you said that Sonic knew the orca was trying to escape, and now you say that the orca tried to escape when Sonic latched onto his fin? Kinda a contradiction if you ask me, but then again, this is Game Dude. He contradicts himself all the time. And secondly, about your argument about the orca trying to escape when Sonic clung onto his fin, I chalk that up to the orca being sensitive. My theory.
It's all part of the gameplay and the level.
Why weren't the other orcas trying to escape.
Are you only assuming that there are more orcas because of the reused orca model? Well, then again, I can't be wrong, and there are a few more orcas in that perimeter. And if there are other orcas, and about why they didn't escape, well, Sonic didn't cling into their fins, so they didn't try and escape. Also, I think I should bring this up too. Just because Sonic latched onto the orca's fin doesn't always mean that they want to escape. So why did you assume that the orca wanted to escape when Sonic latched onto its fin?
Why didn't Sonic try to set them free instead of keeping them imprisoned?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you asking why didn't Sonic try and set the orca free instead of keeping it in prison? That's the same thing. I think what you should have said is why did Sonic try and set the orca free instead of keeping it in prison? In that case, when did you bring up the fact that Sonic's trying to help the orca escape its prison? Speaking of which, that statement you just said is just a repeat of your first statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just hit ourselves another pointless moment.
I mean, what an asshole!
What a-hole? Don't you mean, what an a-hole?
Because...
Nope, not playing that joke 2 times in this commentary. First time is enough. But anyways, GameDew, I think you meant to say an a-hole, not what a-hole. But then again, this is GameDew we're talking about. He also have a bad habit of having poor grammar. And if you're wondering what he was referring to when he said a-hole, probably Sonic and what he thinks he's trying to do to the orcas.
You saved me. No, he didn't. You saved yourself by jumping away and defeated the entire Tails.
True, Sonic may have saved himself by jumping away, but Tails also contributed into saving him by shutting the gate so Sonic can jump out of the orca's perimeter without any problem.
Now, could the infinite train, loaded with bullshit, be any longer?
Well, let me ask you this.
You mean the bullshit in your review? Oh yes, it can.
When they were sitting around making this shit up.
Yes. How the hell did he jump from here all the way to here?
You know, I will answer your question, GameDew, but I think Tom did a good enough job at answering your question for me.
Because that area was on the other side of the gate.
Thanks, Tom.
Now there's no reason why he couldn't jump to that nearby thing.
Yes, there is. Go back to an earlier point of the commentary because I am not repeating myself.
No, there's not. Go back to an earlier point of my commentary because I'm not repeating myself either.
If you don't hit the switch, you have to watch this.
Sorry guys, I can't resist.
10 seconds of nothing. Why doesn't Sonic jump away like he did before a partially closed gate?
Because A, if Sonic tried to jump above the gate, he would smack into it. And B, if Sonic tried to jump under the gate, he would bump his head. Plus, the orca is flailing about with no border, so even if the gate isn't there, jumping out of the orca's perimeter would be hard for Sonic.
Darn! We're not gonna make it! Let's speed up!
Oh, now he runs faster? If he ran faster at the very beginning, he would have caught up by now. 1 up? What's wrong with this?
Are you seriously complaining about the icon that represents the 1-up? Who frickin' cares? It means that you gain an extra life. It doesn't matter if it says 1-up or has the Sonic's head.
Well, he is GameDew, aka Captain Nitpick, and to quote Tom, he's hard to please. Also, even if that 1-up bit was just a nitpick, there are some people who doesn't like it when something in the game deviates from the classics, major or not.
This one is just plain fucking stupid.
And I die 2 seconds later?
You're doing it wrong.
Why are they replaced by empty containers?
I think you meant to say, wait a minute, wrong avatar. There we go. But anyways, I think you meant to say, why wasn't the empty containers replaced? If they were replaced, you wouldn't complain. But anyways, the reason why those empty containers weren't replaced is to make the game balanced with extra lives.
What a crap full of fuck platypus!
Wow, you completely raped angry video game nerds. What a shitload of fuck. And just proves that you are a total fucking ripoff.
Okay, so I beat the level, but why does Sonic stop and pose in the middle of the chase?
That's the results! That is to show how well you did.
That doesn't debunk GameDude's argument about why Sonic is posing instead of, oh, I don't know, chasing after Eggman's aircraft. I'm pretty sure it's still flying in the air.
Riding the snowboard looks fun, but trust me, it sucks more than a vacuum. The controls are horrible.
Yeah, the controls aren't the only thing that's horrible.
Fuck! It's like riding a unicycle wearing a sumo suit moving a horse on a baby stroller through a bunch of blinding hills.
Wait, blinding hills?
English, motherfucker!
Must not play Pulp Fiction clip twice in this commentary, especially twice in one part.
No, don't go up! Oh, come on! It didn't even hit me!
Well, I'm sorry, but I just haven't the time.
Well, now I'm fucked. What? You could go right through it? What? I died?
Of course you died. You didn't have any rings to begin with.
To quote Matt in his first Quick Crack Reviews commentaries, all you're doing is just proving his point, except with the whole "you've got no rings to begin with" bit.
Now, before, the lamest excuse forced you to play as Tails, but now, for absolutely no reason at all, you're simply just forced to play as him.
You hear how GameDude jumped from one sentence to another with barely any grammar structures between them? Yeah, like I said before, he had bad grammar, but you probably know by now.
Again, nobody complained when that happened in Shadow the Hedgehog, where the supporting character appears out of nowhere and offers you a mission to complete.
And again, the supporting characters in Shadow the Hedgehog are not playable, so no one complain about playing at them.
And that's actually worse because, well, they didn't even try!
Didn't even try what? Again, you have bad grammar, GameDude. Also, another death that doesn't count for the death tally.
Now, this is where the game really takes it up the ass. Dying is easier than the kindergarten math test, believe me.
Okay, I will admit that looks like the most challenging and probably the most frustrating part of the entire game.
Get it?
But all you need to do is just keep collecting rings and you'll win. Trust me, those rings will come in handy.
Ryan, maybe if you let GameDude say the rest of his complaints, you probably know why that won't really work.
You don't want to fuck around in this death playground. Everything wants you dead. The almost unavoidable obstacles on the road and falling debris that comes out of nowhere and hits you in a fraction of a second, the camera by changing angles, the bad frame rate by making you run faster than the camera and crash into objects.
Alright, I am forced to repeat myself again. This game was rushed because Sega was under pressure, alright? And also, just keep collecting rings. If you get hit and you lose all your rings, just collect more. It's not that hard.
Again, if you let GameDude say the rest of his complaints, you see why that won't really work.